already know who you're gonna have. But what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Sports Mail Podcast. Back at it live. As you can see, no shadow. He couldn't come in today, but we got Chinto, we got Big Mo to get into it. They're
What's
gonna get
happening?
into it today because we're gonna talk about NFL. So they're gonna get into it today about quarterbacks. A
A little bit.
little bit. We're gonna
Algo
talk
leve.
some. We're gonna talk a little bit about the final, Mexico USA. Some baseball. Dodgers on the losing streak. A little bit of Angels. I don't know they won today, but I
They're
know they
playing
were
right now.
playing. Oh, they're playing right now still. Uh,
Yeah.
but anyways, how was y'all weekend?
My weekend was okay. Just chilling at the pad. Watched the CONCACAF final. Saw Mexico beat USA 2-1. Light work.
Sheesh. Think so?
Yeah, that's about it. I didn't do much.
Should do Big Mo.
Shit.
That was. It
Nothing.
wasn't your weekend, was it? It wasn't your weekend from work.
Nah. Nah. Well, the day was off. Oh, I didn't have a day off. It was my long week. No, I was only off the fourth. But then I had to go back to work Saturday. It was a long day. And then Sunday I didn't go nowhere. No, I just took my mom out to eat. It was her birthday on the fifth. So I took her out to eat on Sunday.
No,
But
then
that
no.
was it. I was just at the house. Same thing, watched the Mexico game. And the thought of that, I missed the first like 20 minutes. When I started watching it, um, Mexico had just scored. Like, well, I mean,
Yeah.
like I was able to watch them score. Like, I caught it for like 2 minutes and then they scored. So, but I watched
The
it to
first
the
goal or
end.
the second goal?
The first one,
Oh, all right.
because the first one, what they scored it like in the 26th minute or something like that.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, I started watching like maybe in the 23rd minute or something.
yeah. It was a pretty good game. But yeah, I didn't really do much. I went to my aunt's house, but we just made some food and that's about it. We didn't really. The girls got wet. We had some fireworks, but like those cheapy ones, those cheapy fireworks. But that's about it.
Like the
Saturday I
fountain
worked,
ones.
so yeah. Saturday I had to work, so I didn't really do much. I think I went to go eat with my. Was it Saturday that I went to go eat with my? No, Sunday we were at my dad's house. Actually, what the hell? I'm tripping. Sunday we were at my dad's watching the game.
Yes, sir.
4th of July was Friday. Why am I thinking it was Sunday? Yes. Sunday we were at my dad's house watching the game. Uh, but anyways, no, we didn't do much. So let's get right into it. I mean, let's get into the Dodgers. The Dodgers not. They got swept by the Astros. They lost 2 games against the Brewers already. They got one. I don't know if it's. I think it's a 3-game series, so they got one left tomorrow. But I don't know. Dodgers struggling. Dodgers need the the All Star break already, man. Because man, they're struggling. Otani's been struggling. Uh, Freeman's been struggling. Mookie Betts been struggling. The All Star been struggling. Mookie did hit a home run today, a leadoff home run, but
That
it
was
wasn't
Otani.
enough. I mean, I'm sorry, Otani. Yeah, I'm sorry, Otani. He hit a home run today, but that's about it. That's about it. I mean, what do you, Chinta? What you think about the Dodgers? I mean,
Absolutely nothing, bro. This is baseball. It's a long season. It's a roller
so
coaster
yeah,
ride. It's ups and downs. It happens to every team. It happened to the Yankees a few weeks ago, and it happened to the Dodgers now. it's like those are the two teams that are supposedly vying or favorite to go to the World Series. So I mean, if it happens to them, it happens to everybody. I feel like it's just baseball. It's a roller coaster season. Don't look too much into it. I mean, they're still in first place in the division, so um, I don't think it's nothing. It happens.
I mean, but they were doing like they were looking pretty like good, you know, like they were winning. I mean, obviously they don't have pitching; they're all injured, and then they're one of their hottest hitters, I believe, in my opinion, Max Muncy got hurt now, so they're missing him. But they were doing good, and now all of a sudden, obviously the Astros
You
are a good
forgot
team.
about besides Muncie, you forgot about Edmund,
Yeah,
Theo
and the
Oscar.
Oscar.
Well, they're kind of day to day, but they're hurt. They didn't play today. Then Kike Hernandez, he's also hurt.
Yeah, but they got hurt. They got hurt in that last game against the Astros. I think that was
Mm.
the game they got hurt in the last. Well, I don't know about Kike. I know the Oscar and Edmund, but mm, like we're still doing good, and then all of a sudden like they
Yeah,
like dropped. Like they got smacked against the Astros. What was it, 19-1 or 18 to
18-1.
1? Like,
Yeah,
come on,
18-1.
you can't be losing like that. But like you said, Chinto. Yeah, it's a roller coaster. Uh, and it's gonna happen. But damn, to get smacked like that to the Astros two
so you
games.
so you're worried on a scale of 10? You're
No,
like at
I'm not. I'm not worried. I'm not worried. But like it's a. I don't know. I see it as a. I don't
uh,
know, like as a bad sign. I don't know for now. I guess because I mean,
this is what I'm this is my what I'm worried on a scale from 1 to 10. 0.
all right. Well,
Like,
Moses, what you think? Because yeah, you had that post about Otani earlier, and I do agree with it. But I mean, tell us what you think.
About the Dodgers overall, about Otani.
Both.
Well, for those that didn't see it, all I said is Otani. His numbers has dropped since he started pitching. Since he started pitching, his numbers has dropped as a hitter. And all I'm
But tell
saying
him, but
is,
hold on, but tell him, you're not just talking about when he started pitching here up in the leagues. Since he started like throwing, even in on the side, just practicing pitching.
yeah. Like when once he started winding up to get ready to pitch on the mound in real life in live games, like yeah, his numbers are already decreasing, and 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 because he started having to focus on doing both, and then you lose him as a base runner as well because you don't want him to get hurt. Last year he was still in. Obviously he went. I don't know how many he ended up with, 50 something stolen bases, but it's because it wasn't as a risk. If you lose him, you're just losing your DH. Yeah, he's a big DH to lose, but you're not losing the starting pitcher as well. So now even there's concern when he's running the base pass. So that's why I think he's only at, I don't know, like 10 stolen bases. Um, but yeah, I mean that's just the problem when you got a two-way player. You got to really keep an eye on him, keep an eye on his health. You got to make sure he's getting his rest. And I mean he's not getting any younger. So I think the decline is here. You guys know his age?
He's like 30. No, he's 28, I
I don't
think,
know
or
if
something like
he's
that.
30 yet.
he's 28 or 29, I think.
Yeah, but the only reason why I said to say that it's from when he first started pitching, not just playing actual games. It's from before because a lot of people on TikTok on the post of TikTok they were saying like, bro, it's his first game back, bro. He's barely had a couple games, few innings, whatever it is. Like they
Yeah.
just think that you're talking
And see,
about
I
the
don't know. I don't know. They were thinking about that. I was talking about his batting. No, his pitching.
so
Because I wasn't talking about his pitching. Because I know he's still rehabbing. And he's only pitching about 1 or 2 innings. Because that's the
yeah.
thing. That's another thing. since he is a two-way player, now you have him as in a role rehabbing as a pitcher in the major leagues, which was cool because he's still winning some games. But you're using your bullpen for the rest. You're using a lot of that bullpen, which isn't too smart. But you can't let him rehab in AAA because you're gonna be missing his bat. So there
and
comes a
then
lot of issues with having a player like that.
That's a
and
sacrifice I'm willing to take, Big Mo.
our bullpen has been horrible too. They haven't been good at all. I mean, not just our starting too. Like just like Yamamoto yesterday's game, he pitched like he didn't even finish the inning, bro, and he had 5 runs on him. They took him out, and they
Hmm.
could have left him in there. But I understand. I mean, we're getting smacked. You don't want to have no issues with him. You don't want to get another starter to get hurt. So,
Well,
but
well,
then the bullpen hasn't been picking it up either.
well, I'm gonna just say this. Now is the time to do it. I mean, right before the All Star break. I mean, because right after the All Star break is when things start picking up. All the
Hmm.
players start. Hopefully,
It's
I heard
true.
that we're getting back. We're already getting back. Our other pitcher.
Yeah, the
With the
foot, the
long
long
hair.
hair.
Glass
Yeah,
now.
Yeah,
Glass
glass
now.
now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
glass
getting
now.
Glass now back. So that's a big relief for the bullpen. But yeah, I think now is the time to do it. If you're gonna ease Otani back, it was right now, and hopefully after the All Star break, at least 5 innings. If he can go 5 innings,
Yeah, well, going back to his age, he's 31, so he's not getting any younger. And I don't think he could do this two-way thing for much longer.
we just need 2 years, two more championships, and he'll have his contract covered. That's all we need.
Bingo, bingo. You got it. 2 more years.
And then after that, we'll just use his bat. 2 more years pitching and a bat. After that, just his bat, DH, whatever.
Get some new starting pitchers. By then we won't have Kershaw no more. Glass now probably won't be there. I don't know about the
Look,
other fool that's hurt too, El de los Padres, that we got from Giants, but
I'm
So
looking
you're
at it.
telling me you're telling me you paid him to use. You said 2 more years, including this one, so that's 3 years of pitching, and the rest as a DH. So you paid him all those millions to just have really not even a full year of pitching this season. So two good seasons, two full seasons of pitching, and the rest DH. And you're gonna pay him all those millions?
Well, first of all, I didn't pay him. The Dodgers paid him, and they
No.
paid him to sell tickets. They paid him to sell tickets, and what did the Dodgers do? They
and
raised up
jerseys.
all the prices. They all they care about is the money. The Dodgers, I mean, obviously, winning maybe, but he's already doing his job. Otani is to them, to the guys that paid him, which is bringing the money, right? He's far exceeding all that. Sold out tickets. Everything, all the prices went up. I mean, this sucks for us, but as the owner that you paid him, he's doing exactly what the owners brought him. I mean, besides helping them win the championship, obviously, which already happened. We already won the championship with Otani. So I say just bring us two more, and I'm happy with that.
And I do
Like
think
I said it
like
before, though, I think you guys win the championship without Otani, though, and I think you guys have agreed with me.
yeah, I
I mean, yeah, the Dodgers do got the best lineup. I'll say that. Like even if before Otani, they still got hitters. Unfortunately, the pitchers haven't stayed healthy, but yeah, I guess. I mean, I don't.
I do think even if we keep as long as he stays consistent, Otani he'll still be worth the 700 million because you saw what he did last year without no pitching. You know, he had the stolen bases, he had the batting. So I mean, yeah, it is a lot of money, but I mean, he brought it like my brother said, like he already brought us a championship. So why can't he do two more?
I mean, all right. Look,
I'm trying to say I don't think what I'm going back to is I don't think he brought you guys a championship though, because we already agreed that y'all would have won it without him. So you can't say he brought you a championship because this team was already in the World Series without Otani a couple of times. and it's not. And you guys won it without Otani before, so he didn't come and automatically improve this team. You guys could have had any other DH, and you guys still would have won, beat the Yankees in the World Series.
Yeah, maybe the Yankees, but Otani did his part in the throughout the postseason. Maybe the World Series, yeah, he let up after the injury, but Otani was beasting in the playoffs, the whole playoffs. So I don't know. I feel like Otani carried up to the World Series, and then after that, well, Freddie Freeman took over in the World Series. But Otani did his. I feel like Otani. I don't think any other
Freeman.
DH. Yeah, I don't think any other DH would have done what Otani did in the throughout the whole playoffs that the Dodgers had last season. I feel like. Yeah, yeah. I say he let up in the World Series, which where he got hurt. But like you said, we had the players to back him up. You know.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I mean, but I mean, because it obviously it's a team sport. So, like you guys say, Dodgers have a great ass team. It's hard to say if Otani really was the key to winning that championship. And you can argue yes or no, but the point is that they did get it. They did get a championship when he came. That first year he came, you know.
Yeah, but it's not all about just the World Series. Like
No, I
he
know.
he he beasted throughout the whole playoffs up until he got hurt. Like I said, so I mean, I don't like I said. I just repeat. I'm gonna repeat myself again. I don't think any other DH would have done what Otani did in those playoffs.
Yeah, I can see that.
But none of them were. You guys didn't play no close games. I don't think Otani. I'm still sticking on. I don't think Otani made much of a difference. If you guys, I'm not saying he didn't do nothing in the playoffs. All I'm saying he didn't contribute too much to this team. This team was already proven to be in the World Series. So Otani or not, y'all would have taken it. Y'all would have made the World Series without Otani, with or
We,
without.
I mean, maybe. I mean, we don't know
But
who will.
with Otani being a two-way player, I mean, like you think all these young players that watch him, looking up to him, you think they'll want to do the same thing? You think they'll be more two-way players from here on out, or you think that's just a one-off? Like he's a what do you call it? A unicorn?
Unicorn.
Yeah.
Damn. Honestly, I think it's sad to say, but we spoke on it in the past, and and I feel like nowadays, I know we had an episode a long time ago, and me and Shadow spoke on it how nowadays these kids are throwing out their arms. I literally just saw a TikTok or a reel on Instagram of this kid that was playing in a he plays travel ball, and he was playing in a 3 game or 2 game tournament over the weekend, and he threw over 160 something pitches, and these coaches, lots of these coaches that just play for parks and and for fun or whatever, not in no major league things. They don't care. They don't think about resting the kid. They just think it's kids. And I mean, we all have kids. How many times have we told our kids, like, come on, bro, you're young. You're young. You can't be tired. You're young. And nowadays, I don't know. I feel like lots of these kids that are pitching, they're going to throw out their arm. And especially since everyone just cares about velocity, there's a lot of kids at 16 throwing some heat. And we said it before, these guys are just wasting their arm. Look at Otani. This is his second Tommy John. Luckily, he's coming back. Well, we'll see how he fully comes back, but I mean, this is
Uh,
this is his second Tommy John. So I don't
See, but
And
know.
I think
As a
I
parent,
think
as a parent, I wouldn't want my kid doing all that to his body.
yeah, but I think that's a coach's fault right there. Like you can't let a 16-year-old that ain't fully grown yet, like go 100 and something pitches. Even if he throws like what 50, 60 miles an hour at that age, Like that's probably equivalent to like 90 miles an hour as a big leaguer. Like you can't let a kid go that long. Like not even they hardly even let the pitch the MLB pitches go that long now. Like usually like 80
Mm.
pitches, 70 pitches max. You know, obviously because they don't want them to throw out their arms. And obviously and yeah, he might have been the best pitcher in the little league, but you still is as a young kid you don't you as a coach coaching that little kid you can't let him go that long. You know.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. It has to like there has to be some boundaries set
Yeah.
too. You know, I mean, like
And, and, and,
it is like you said
oh,
though.
go ahead, go ahead.
It is like you said though. We look at it as like, oh, he's young. His tire. He's going. His arm is gonna last for days. You know, like he ain't
Mm.
gonna get tired. That's I mean, I've done it before with my kid. You know, or like, why you tired? Like you're a young kid, like you know. So it's tough though. I mean, I guess you gotta set some boundaries here and there. You know.
Okay. Hey, then real quick, going back to real quick before we move on to the home run derby. What's a good batting average for you,
I told you. I
Chinto?
said it. I believe I said it last week or 2 weeks ago. I forgot. Anything over what two? What did I say? 260.
Okay, because you said Otani went off in the playoffs, but he was batting 230 in the playoffs with 22 strikeouts.
See, and
That's
I was gonna say, to me, a good batting average is over like 220, 210, 220 around there. To
Man,
me,
that's low.
but I'm not a baseball player, so I really don't know. That just I feel like any player that's batting above like 220, I feel like they're doing
that's
good.
because the World Series fucked him up. It brought his average way down. He went for like what, like 2 and 22 in the World Series, in the World Series alone, something like that. Some crazy number like that after he hurt his shoulder.
Mm.
It might. I'm just saying it might have, but I mean, come on, dog. Otani did. You're discrediting Otani so hard, bro. Like he really had he really had a one of one season, bro. 60 whatever stolen bases, and he batted for 300, bro. Like I mean, who else would you pay 700 million or whatever he got paid? Besides, if it's not Otani, who else? Is there anybody better than Otani? I don't think so.
Mm.
I don't. That's my point. Like, I mean, who else deserves that money? If not Otani, then who? Aaron Judge?
And let me say that, and let me say this. I don't think Soto deserves that money either because he got paid more than Otani too. Raul says 320 and up is good.
That's fucking crazy. That's elite. That's like damn near amazing.
That's
That's like a perfect season already right there. A perfect batting season right there. 320 and up, yeah.
but like I mean, before we move on to the All Star game, I mean, like you're saying Otani got paid a lot. You think Soto deserved it? Because I mean, he
More
got
than
paid more than
Otani.
Otani. He got paid more than Otani, and his defense, and like we've all been saying, his defense is no good.
But I never said Otani wasn't worth the money. I never said that. And I never
Oh,
said pay that to somebody else. I never said that. All I
You
said is he just should focus on being a DH. That's all I said. And all I said was he didn't carry the team in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
fucking Yankee fan right here, JD the collector. Oh, that fool, fucking judge lover. And
Aaron Judge gets
don't let me bring up Volpe right now, cause then Moses about to go off. But anyways, let's move on. Let's move on to the All Star game. Well, uh,
the home run derby.
the home run
Home run
derby.
derby.
You guys got the
The
batters already?
players, I do. Yeah, well,
Okay.
there's still there should still be some to be named, but as of right now, the participants is O'Neal Cruz, Brian Buxton, James Wood, Ronald Acuna Jr., and Cal Riley.
Okay. So, is there anyone you guys think got left out of got left out from that All Star game that should
Well, I mean,
deserve
I
to be
think
on there?
I'm not 100% sure, but there's still players to be named, but no one gets left out. I mean, they kind of asked,
No good
but a lot
pitchers in
of
the
people
American
don't.
League
Not a lot
roster.
of people. Not a lot of people like to what's it called? To participate because they feel like they turn their timing goes off.
No,
So
well, it's mainly the older fools, right? Like the veterans and stuff like that that
yeah,
don't
yeah, a
like
lot
to
of the young guys
participate
are
in
the
that.
ones that like it. Well, Brian Bruxton he's a veteran.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But no, I mean, I don't. These are some new names that are on for this year, but well, except for Acuna, but I don't know. It should be all right, and it doesn't seem too
Honestly,
exciting.
yeah, I don't. Honestly, I don't see nothing exciting. Like the you besides the home run leader, Cal Raleigh. I don't know about the other dudes. To be honest, Brian Bergstein, like how many homers does he have? Less than 10, I think.
Oh yeah. So why is he in there? Why is he in there?
I think. Don't quote me on that. I think. Right. Brian Buxton. Buxton.
Okay.
Nah,
I
you're
mean,
tripping, bro. He has 20.
Nah, for real. My apologies to Brian Buxton. I didn't know he
but
had like the home run wise.
okay, okay. Who do you guys think will win it, and who do you guys want to win it?
I mean, I feel like that's not even half of the competitors that are going up, right? That's only five people right there.
Yeah,
I mean, well,
Usually,
that's all
like
we
at
have,
least
so
eight.
that's all we can go based off of.
Who's James Wood?
James, what is el de los
he's from the
Washington Nationals?
Nationals.
The rookie from the Nationals.
I'm gonna go with Acuna then. I guess if you ask me, I'm going with Acuna.
Uh, I think Cal Riley's gonna win, but I want James Wood to win. I want James Wood to win it. What about you, Big Mo?
Yeah, I'm rooting for James Wood. He's the rookie, but I'm rooting for him. I'm going for the underdog, so I'll pick James Wood. James Wood, I'm rooting for him too because he's one of the guys that got snubbed from the All Star
All
game.
Star game.
What
I
does he
think he
play? What
made the
position?
All Star game, but left field.
Who replay? Who do you get snubbed by? Who replay? Who's starting there?
Well,
I got it
I
right
don't.
here. Let me see.
I
Let
want
me
to
see.
say is the dude from the Dodgers. I want to say is Hernandez.
No, we don't have no center
Uh,
in the outfield.
no, left field is you got outfielder. You got Kyle Tucker from the Cubs. You got Pete Crow Armstrong. It doesn't say right or left, and then you got Ronald Acuna Jr. as the outfielders, the starting
He
outfielders
got
for the
snubbed by
National League.
Acuna, bro. He got snubbed by Acuna. I know Acuna's been beasting, but he only played a certain amount of games, bro. Ain't no way.
Yeah, Cunha had just came back, but
Yeah, I
but
know
then
he's like you.
they were going about the talks from
Yeah,
last week,
yeah,
where it's all about favoritism.
yeah.
It's right here. So the outfielders you have Ronald Acuna, you have Pete Crow Armstrong, and then Kyle Tucker. And Pete Crow Armstrong's been good too, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's been good. Kyle
And
Tucker
then
too.
yeah, but I mean,
Acuna,
bro,
Acuna's only played like he hasn't even played half of the season. So that's my only issue. I know you guys said or Moses said that he has been tearing it up since he came back, but at least you got to play at least half of the season, bro, in order to be eligible. I feel like. I guess not
Oh,
though.
okay. So since you say that, you think it should be like the NBA where you have to play a certain amount of games to be eligible
Yes,
for like the MVP?
yes, yes, exactly like that.
Yeah, I do agree with that too.
Exactly like that.
Yep. Um. Well, I mean, look right here, the National League. You think any of these should be starters? I mean, I know you guys were saying that fan voting should not be allowed or that it's not fair. Obviously because LA is a big city. So is there anyone here where you think that shouldn't be there instead of either the backups, either the reserves or anyone else that's not here?
Mm,
Because
let
these
me
are the
see.
reserves. You got
What?
Peter Alonso as a reserve, Corbin Carroll. You got De La Cruz, Brendan Donovan, Hunter Goodman, Matt Olson, Kyle Sharber, Kyle Stowers, Eugenio Suarez, Fernando Tatis, and then you have James Wood as a National League reserve. And then these are the starters right here: Will Smith, Freddie, Kettle Marte, Manny Machado, Francisco Lindor, Acuna, Pete Crow Armstrong, and then Kyle Tucker.
Maybe just the one we just talked about.
Yeah, just for sure, Acuna. Then for me, I would have Donovan over Marte in second base, but everything else is fine.
So you want to have Ronald Acuna right there? You saying you say
Yeah,
you would have James
Yeah,
Wood?
yeah, I would have James Wood, and then on my second baseman, I'll have Brendan Donovan over Kento Marte.
Okay, okay. See, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know baseball like that. Like that's why I asked you guys. But I mean, you guys think it's gonna be a good All Star game though? I mean, obviously, it's not competitive like the actual games. Obviously, this is just a showcase, almost like the NBA. Like where they don't even try. But you guys think is something to look
I'm.
forward to?
I don't think it's gonna be fun. I think the National League wins it easy.
Oh yeah. What about you, Chinto?
I mean, I feel like this All Star game is still better than the NBA's. You know,
Yeah,
it's
because I
still,
mean, I don't know about not try too hard. I feel like the pitchers
yeah,
are gonna try.
yeah. That's
I
what I'm
mean, they're
saying.
not gonna throw out their arms, but the pitchers are gonna still try.
Yeah,
They don't
like
want to give up a home run.
Yeah.
like yeah. I feel like it's still this All Star game still more competitive than the NBA's. Like I think I'd rather see this than the NBA's All Star game just because I feel like it will be more competitive. Maybe like Moses said, maybe the National League will win easy, but it's not because the other team not trying. It's just because it's I guess
Talent
these
wise,
yeah talent wise is far and above from the American League, but but I feel like these players try more than the NBA, so I feel like it'll be okay to watch. It'll be okay.
Okay. All right. Well, with that being said, I think we talked 30 for like about 30 minutes talking about baseball, but I do want to move on to some NFL real quick. Uh, in honor of NFL coming back at the end of this month in about 2 3 weeks, 3 weeks. Uh, I want to talk a little bit of fantasy football. So we had a obviously is this
my
isn't
bad, Tonya, but
discussion.
took this off the screen.
Oh my bad. Oh my bad. Uh, we had someone ask us who are our top five NFL quarterbacks, and obviously you had Mahomes, you had Joe Burrow, you got Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. I mean, like who else would you take as your quarterback in fantasy football? Not just in regular,
Oh,
like
we're talking about
as a
fantasy.
top quarter. Well, I want to talk about both, like just fantasy and just regular NFL. Like, is there a sleeper quarterback you guys will put up there with those top five, with those top four that I said right now,
For
and
fantasy?
then if both fantasy or regular season. Obviously, if they're gonna do good in fantasy, they're gonna do good in the season.
Yeah.
Mm.
No, you don't think
No,
so? You don't
No,
agree with that?
no, because
no, I
there
don't
could
agree
be a
with that.
lot of. See, what I look into fantasy is a good quarterback with a good team. They don't need to be great, but you
Okay.
don't want them to blow out their team in the first half of it. No score, no fantasy points, and just play more defense.
Okay.
More
See,
more
I'm
check
learning. I'm
downs, more running the ball, slow the game down. They're gonna end up slowing the game down and just run the ball. And in fantasy, that's not good.
okay. See, well, I'm learning. I only play fantasy football 1 year, so I'm learning here.
Yeah,
But okay,
yeah, it doesn't like a good like okay like a Patrick Mahomes, which you consider good, right? A good NFL quarterback, like that. He didn't equate to a good fantasy player. You know what I mean?
okay.
So I mean, it doesn't always.
And and let me say this: you gotta think about strategy about uh who's gonna score your points. Obviously, a one top pick would always be Jalen Hurts. Because yeah, obviously he throws the ball. Maybe some people feel like he doesn't throw the ball as much, but regardless, if the ball's at the 1 yard line or even at the two,
Touch push.
You already
touch
know who's.
push and he's
You already.
scoring you a touchdown.
Yeah,
So he's getting you points by him scoring the touchdown.
7.
So it's all about strategy there too.
Okay, so let me ask you this. And first, let's see. uh, Obviously, I already said those top four. Who would? I mean, I don't see who else wouldn't have them as your top four. Who else would you have there as your fifth? Just in not fantasy. We'll get into fantasy a little
Just
bit after
overall,
this.
okay.
Overall, who would you
So we already
add?
said, so we're clear in no order, but no order, but so we're clear. You got Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh
Josh.
Allen, and Lamar Jackson.
Yep. I mean, even if it's a sleeper thing, a sleeper quarterback that you think that's gonna do good this coming season.
Mm-hmm. Who do you think, Mo?
Damn, like
Like just
you
you.
know, fuck, I don't know why, but I like Bo Nix.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, that's he
he got a
he's a
squad
I
for
sleeper.
it.
like Bo Nix.
He is sleeper for sure. But I still would rather have a few other quarterbacks over him. I'm at number 5, and we're not talking about fantasy, right?
No, we're just
Nah,
talking about a
All right.
regular.
Damn, man, this is
Uh,
hard. Like you, obviously, you got your top four clear cut and above the rest.
yep.
I feel like so that number 5, there's a mixture, bro. I'm gonna just throw out a few names: Jalen Hurts, Jaden Daniels, C.J. Stroud, Joe Burrow, Brock Purdy, Dak Prescott if he comes back healthy, and you could throw in Bo Nix. But I'm gonna just have to go with Jalen Hurts as his number 5, bro. I'm gonna pick Jalen Hurts because he won the Super Bowl and he did ball out in the playoffs. So I'll give it to Jalen Hurts this time around.
Yeah, I would. Obviously, I'm biased, but I would want to say Brock Purdy because they have only the only reason why I would say Brock Purdy is because they have the easy well or one of the easiest schedule in the league according to last season. But I think if Jaden Daniels don't get that sophomore slump, I think Jaden Daniels could still put in work. I think he could still do it. But I don't know CJ Stroud. I I wouldn't expect him to do much. Well, based off of last season, and I get he had the sophomore slump, but I do agree with you guys with Bo Nix as well. He got the team to do it. He got they obviously got the defense. They have a
I'm gonna
great
Yeah.
defense to keep the offense on the field. So I would say Bo Nix as well too.
I'm
But
gonna say this about Bo Nix. If you got Bo Nix, I feel like you can't hate on Brock Purdy. Like Brock Purdy has to be at least 2 spots up from Bo Nix, bro. I feel like.
It's
He like
just with Brock Purdy. It's just I don't know. I
he had the
mean,
most
I
air
was
yards, and people say he liked to check down. He had the he was top five in yards and any other stat you can name. Obviously, I know we weren't winning no games, but I mean, no, it's not like no thanks to Brock Purdy, you know. But that's a different topic. But I'm just saying,
I just think it depends because we don't have obviously Brandon Ayuk, but I mean they do have. That's the only reason why I say Brock Purdy is because they have the easy one of the easiest schedules in the league, and that's what I'm going based off of. So it depends on the if the defense, which that rookie is supposed to be good, también. If they could keep the offense on the field, then obviously that's more opportunities for Brock Purdy to do better or worse. We'll see, obviously. But give us your thoughts, Mo. What you think about that topic? Because I mean,
About
about Brock Purdy. And then give us your thoughts about. I mean, obviously you're gonna have Dak Prescott because you're a Cowboy fan, but
hey, my,
I know you think Dak Prescott's gonna come good off of that injury, and then the addition of the wide receiver, what's the name? George Pickens. You think they're gonna do great?
I think they're gonna be good. Hell yeah, because on top of all that, I just got reminded the other day that he's gonna be playing with the chip in his shoulder because they ranked him. Remember when I think Pro Football Focus ranked them 17th, and they had Geno Smith like number 10 or something like that in front of him. So
Yeah.
he's gonna be playing with a chip on his shoulder too.
who
So
Dak?
with Dak,
Mm.
he's gonna be playing with a chip on his shoulder. So yeah, I really do believe that Dak. I mean, but I'm gonna be harsh on him. This is the make it or break a year, and because you know what, I've been hearing that the backup quarterback, what's his name, Joe Milton, the one that we got from the Patriots. I heard he's actually been looking solid right now during mini camp during OTA. So Dak ain't cutting it. We really got a replacement.
See, but you got to remember OTAs. He don't get no pressure, so obviously OTAs is
That
different than the actual game. He don't got somebody trying to take his head off in OTAs. So
yeah.
you got to take that into consideration as well. But yeah, like you said, I did hear that he's been doing good.
Yeah, no, I know that. I'm not. That's why I'm not taking it super serious. I like to see him in preseason game to see how he runs that offense. Even though it's gonna be with a bunch of second and third stringers, but just to see some action from Milton to see how he does.
So
But if he can do it with the second stringers and third stringers, if he does do good, I mean, imagine what he can do with the starters. And he
Eh,
got an arm.
yeah, and another thing I forgot to mention was I had heard that Dak Prescott well, all the quarterbacks, because everyone, even our backup has started doing that cadence. The here we go. They're gonna get rid of that cadence because they check the numbers, and ever since they started the cadence, the numbers, the offense was whack because the defense already kind of knew when the ball was gonna get hiked. So that's gonna help out the team as well.
see, that's the coach. That's coaching, bro. Like, how do you not pick that up as soon as you know? Like,
Well, that's why that coach is no longer with us.
I guess so. Yeah, I guess that's true. That is true. So we'll see how it goes with the new coach. But
Yeah,
yeah,
I'm pumped up with the new coach. Like, I mean, just stuff you see on Instagram, that hypes you up. But I'm pretty sure I'm not the only fan, or the only Cowboy fan that seems hyped up with this new coach. Like, he looks like he really interacts with the players. He looks like he's in the field with them. Like when they went golfing. They're out there. Like I told you guys, they're out there drinking. Um, you see him show up to practice, saying what's up to other guys. You know, he has little special handshakes with everybody and interacts with everybody very well. So you know that it's somebody you want to play for too. You know, like I don't know how you guys feel, but in my personal life and my personal experience, when there's a cool ass supervisor that's supervising the floor that day, you know, it makes you like, all right, cool. You know, I'll do my like, I'll work efficient today. You know, like I'm gonna put in my work. Like this was cool as fuck. Compared to when you know you got somebody that you just fucking don't like as a supervisor, and you just like, man, fuck this fool. Like, I'm gonna give this for a hard time, you know, since he wants to give me a hard time, I'm gonna give this for a hard time, you know. I don't know, that's how the players view that shit too, but that's just the way I view it.
No,
No.
I never felt like that.
You
The only
never
shit
felt like,
the
oh,
only
I'm gonna make fucking 3 hours disappear because this is my favorite fucking supervisor right here. I need you guys back at 6 o'clock. I got you, boss.
Nah.
Hoy sí se la rifaron.
I don't want to throw no names out there. I ain't trying to throw no names out there. But I know what you're talking about.
the only issue I have about the new coach is that he's new, bro. He's never had a head coaching job, you
Uh-huh.
know. So that's my only issue with him. Like, is he gonna be able to handle the pressure of being a head coach? Uh, when there's when something goes wrong, obviously he's probably gonna get most of the blame. If the scheme doesn't go good, he's the one to blame because he's the head coach. You know, like, is he gonna be able to handle that in his first year? Especially from Jerry Jones, like you said before, Jerry Jones likes to be like all up in the team, right? So
Yeah,
is Jerry Jones gonna let him be getting away with that stuff?
What is this guy, the JD the Collector, talking about the special?
the special. I
Uh,
never got that, but that's not something I'm gonna worry about.
What does that mean?
But I don't know. Yeah, don't ask me. But nah, I get it. Nah, I saw the stats that um that ain't no rookie head coach has ever won a Super Bowl. I've seen all that stuff, but he's been in the league. He's been in this league far so long. And I mean, I know this is a big step for him, first time as a head coach, but I mean, he's proven himself as an OC. So I
so
think he's up for the task.
okay,
And like I mean, he knows what he's doing. Like I've said it before too in previous episodes, like he's already changing up the locker room. He's moving people around to sit in certain places. Like I said it before, he moved Micah to sit right next to Dak because he wants Micah to build that leadership role. He wants him to learn from Dak. Dak obviously being the QB and having to be that leader in the locker room. You know, he wants that for Micah to be the leader, be the captain for the defensive side, you know. So he just little stuff like that. He's already learning tricks inside the locker room, and I don't see why he can't bring those tricks out into the field with him.
okay, well, talking about Micah, then, uh, I know if I remember correctly, contract talks haven't been moving forward or they haven't been going smoothly. Is that an issue? Because obviously he wants to get a deal done now. That's
Well,
what I
yeah.
would think. But like, if he doesn't get the contract this year, he has to wait till next year. Is that something he's gonna be worried about? Like, is he not gonna want to give it his all? I mean, is that gonna be an issue in the locker room with Jerry Jones?
Nah, I don't think. Nah, I still think he gets signed before the season starts. We're ready. There shouldn't be no surprise. Obviously, he wants it done. I want it done before preseason. Obviously before the season starts, but we saw last year right before kickoff that got paid. So to start the season. So I mean, Jerry's just one of those guys that likes to make the headlines, and and maybe he's just waiting for his right moment to make the headline. So, but I'm not worried. Micah's gonna get paid. Like I don't. It's not gonna be a distraction. Micah's there. He's in practice. He's not holding out. He's playing tough, and he's gonna get paid. It's just a matter of when.
Okay, well, last question about that. He did say he wants to. He'll take a pay cut. He said he'll take a pay cut. But is he really? Is he gonna want to get paid more than Miles Garrett? Because obviously T.J. Watt on the Steelers, he's gonna want to get paid more than Miles Garrett. But
Hmm.
like I said, Micah Parsons said he'll take a pay cut. But is
Come on,
he
bro.
really? He's gonna want to take more than Miles Garrett. I'm sure. I'm sure he will.
If that was the case, he would have gotten signed already, dog. Come
Yeah.
on. He's not taking no pay cut for nobody. He's everybody's looking out to get the most money they can get. That's what it's all about. If that was the case, he would have gotten signed already, bro. But
Especially in the NFL, because a lot of injuries. Obviously, you want to
exactly,
get paid the most. Yep. So
that's
to me, that's an issue. But
he's not
I
taking
don't
no
know.
pay
What
cut. I'm
you think,
telling you.
Moses?
Uh yeah, I don't know if he's really. He might just be all talk on that part. I don't know if he's really gonna take a pay cut, but at the same time, you got an owner that's stingy with his money sometimes, and maybe he's being even cheap. Maybe Micah is willing to take a pay cut, but this dude is even lowballing him, bad. So he Micah knows his worth obviously, and he might be willing to take a pay cut, might not. But whatever the case is, Shinto is right. Like the money that they're offering him right now, it's not right, or else the deal would have been done.
Look, if I'm gonna say this, if Jerry Jones is really lowballing Micah Parsons that low, I would feel disrespect if I was Micah Parsons, bro, and I would have just walked out straight up. That's I mean, come on, like
And, and, and the other shit is that
It's
Jerry
because you
Jones said
got to
he don't
think
even know.
too,
He don't
though.
even
Like
know his agent or he never. Did he say he don't know his agent or he never talked to his agent or both?
no, I don't know
Jerry
about
Jones
that.
said that. Jerry Jones said that in an interview one time. But
well,
go ahead. What were you
Mm.
saying?
supposedly Micah went in and negotiate. He was trying to negotiate his own contract, right? Was that the
Yeah.
report? And I mean, I don't think he should do that either. But I mean, like you said, he knows his worth. I mean, I don't think he would have taken a low ball like nasty like that and not felt disrespected if that was the case. I'm not saying that's the case at all. We don't know that. I'm just saying like if it was me and I know I deserve at least close to Miles Garrett money, and then Jerry Jones comes back and lowballs me for like 50 million or whatever less than that, whatever. I'll be I if I
Well,
would have been felt.
Miles Garrett got like what 40 something, I think.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, whatever the number is. I'm just saying, like, whatever. Like, if it was way lower than that, and Miles, and then Michael was over here in this line of fucking money, I would have felt disrespected, and I would have just been like, man, fuck the
But
Cowboys.
let me
Or
say this though, and I know a lot of Cowboy. You guys might not see the games. I don't know. You guys might see them or not. But I know a lot of Cowboy fans will agree with me when I'm gonna say what I'm about to say. And as much criticism as that gets for the playoffs, um, Micah should be held accountable as well on his defensive side when it comes to the big playoff games. Because lots of times you see Micah out there huffing and puffing and just not well conditioned. Like I don't know if he can't play that many games in the season, but come playoff time, Micah kind of disappears on us. He might have one or two good plays, but he disappears as an edge rusher. And you see him on the sideline, like just gassed out, and you're just like, and I've said that going back to what we said in preview, like, oh, you fucking young, like how you gonna be huffing and puffing? You fucking young, So, but I've seen him come playoff time where he just gassed out. So
Yeah.
if you all didn't think Dak was worth the money, then y'all don't think that he's worth the money because, like I said, come playoff time, he disappeared as well.
Hey,
Ah,
I mean, what do you think? I mean, that's your team, like, so do you think he's worth the money? Answer your own question, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know how much what they're asking for. I know Miles Garrett got paid and he doesn't even make the playoffs. But
for real,
I
for
mean,
real.
Max Crosby got played and their team would never make the playoffs.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
Micah,
mean,
I
did
mean,
the Cowboys make the
he
playoffs?
deserves the money. But all I'm saying is he deserves the money. But if you all want to criticize Dak for for um for what he does in the playoffs, y'all got to criticize Micah and say he's not worth. Because a lot of y'all said Dak wasn't worth the money because of his playoffs. So you guys should keep that same energy and say Micah's not worth the money because of what he does in the playoffs.
Okay. Well, let me say this though. Uh, Micah Parsons, obviously, uh, he's. I'm not gonna say they're the same, but both as Bosa, they get double teamed. So obviously, it's hard to go through double team when you got two people on you all the time, and obviously that tires you out. That
Mm-hmm.
tires you out. So that's why, especially in the playoffs, obviously, who's the best pass rusher? Micah Parsons. So you're gonna double team him, and that takes a lot out of him. That's why he goes to the bench for a play or two, and he's out of breath. And I mean, well, what else can you do? As a
But this
coach,
is the playoffs, and this is the NFL, though. This isn't
yeah,
baseball. This isn't NBA where it's the best of five, best of seven. This is one game. Like we need you here.
Now, hear that.
yeah, I hear that, but obviously any player, like when it's all like like a fast speed game, like like it's all,
And you got
how
to
do you
think
say
about
it?
it too. These dudes are heavy. These
Yeah,
dudes are heavy.
they
These
have to
are,
be heavy.
yeah, these are some heavy dudes. So you got to look at it different, bro. Like, yeah, this fool's young. He is young, but dog, like, they're heavy already, and then they still, like my brother just said, they're still double team, triple team by like some bigger dudes in the offensive line. Like it takes a toll on your body, you know. Like I don't know if I agree with you on that. Like, oh, I mean, yeah, he hasn't produced in the playoffs. I agree with, like, maybe he could do a little bit more, but like, how much more can you do when you're getting double and triple team? You know, because I know he is
So
getting
are
double.
you telling me he's not getting doubled and triple team in the regular season when he's still getting the sacks?
Oh man, dog, you talking about, like, you comparing apples to oranges, bro? Like, the regular season to the playoffs. When come playoff, bro, is it's a whole nother monster. You know,
You're
it's
locked in. You
No,
as
all
a
I'm asking you.
it's like you it's
So
like
you're
and
telling me he's not getting. Let's just answer the question. Is he not getting double team in the regular season?
I'm not too sure, but I'm guessing yeah. I'm guessing yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look, in the playoffs, fool, it comes down to one game only, and one game only. So everybody has their plan, like, to 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 get to whatever the quarter
stop a
whatever,
player to stop a
yeah,
player.
to stop a play, exactly, whatever the case may be. If it's to get to, if your game plan is to stop the quarterback, they're gonna plan for that. If your game plan is to stop Micah, they're gonna plan for that. If you game, like, dog, it's because it's one game only, bro. Like, it's they plan for
Okay,
that.
but you acting like the NFL is a long season. The NFL is a sprint. It's only 17 games, 18 weeks.
Dog.
They're not gonna just all afford a job. Every game they're gonna game plan to stop Micah. If you were if you were fucking offensive line coach and you got to play the Dallas Cowboys, who are you gonna eliminate first? It's not gonna be Micah,
I mean, no, it's like it could be Micah,
or
but
he's gonna let it out because it's just a regular season. We don't need to worry about Micah. We don't we could afford him to hurt our quarterback. Let's
no.
play soft on Micah.
No, look, a
No
lot of
way.
the
That's what
times,
I'm telling you. Regardless,
but
regular
look,
season or not, they're gonna play hard on Micah. Let's not make
but look,
excuses when it comes to the playoffs.
but look, a lot of the times, teams plan as a quarterback, as they plan for their quarterback to release the ball fast because they know Micah's coming, and that might be a big issue. You know, like the other
Yeah.
team might be
It,
wrong for that, but they plan for Micah Parsons. They plan to like quick throws. You know, whether they're short throws, checkoffs, whatever. Like they plan
we,
for that. You know, like
all
even
right.
that, and that helps out to be 1-on-1 against Micah Parsons. And I'm not saying it's always gonna be it's always they're always gonna be able to release the ball the quarterbacks because they might not have a player open. But the point is they plan for Michael Parsons to pressure, so they try to get the quick throws, you know, and that doesn't mean it's gonna be successful. It just they plan for Michael Parsons and they throw, you know, that way they don't
Mhm.
get sacked.
I mean, what are we talking about here? Like, what exactly are we talking about here? Like,
The point is, well,
yeah,
you guys were asking if he deserves the money, and all I'm saying is, if you felt that Dak didn't deserve his money because of what he produces in the playoffs, then I don't think you guys think that Micah deserves his money because he doesn't produce in the playoffs either. But I feel like we want to make excuses for Micah just because he plays a different position. And I mean, like I feel like that's just an excuse about him getting double teamed, because like I said, he gets double teamed in regular season, and in regular, this is football. You can't afford just to give up one game compared to baseball, basketball. Hey, it's a blowout, whatever. Like we lost this game. There's 161 more games. In NBA, hey, there's 80 whatever it is more games,
yeah.
and we could afford to lose one. Football, you can't afford to lose one game in the season. You lose one game in the season and it crushes you.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do
yeah,
agree with that. I do
yeah.
agree with that.
I get what you're saying, but like at the end of the day, I don't care how much he gets paid. Like I'm asking you, like, do you? Because it sounds like you already made up your mind.
I
It
don't
sounds
think he. I know where they set the market in, and I've said it so many times before. This is why you pay guys before someone else sets the market, like Crosby,
Exactly.
like Miles
Miles
Garrett.
Garrett.
This is why you pay them early, but he's gonna get paid. I don't know around what, but like I said already, he's gonna get paid. He's gonna be a Cowboy. He's gonna get paid. Where? I don't know. How much? I don't know. When? I don't know. But he's gonna get paid. But we'll
Well,
see how much it is.
all right.
exactly what TJ Watt said about JJ Watt. Like if you would have paid him early, you wouldn't have to worry about Miles Garrett contract. And now TJ Watt's gonna want to get paid more, and even Michael
Hmm.
Parsons gonna want to get paid more because they reset the market instead of them setting the market. Now the Browns reset the market at whatever Miles Garrett is getting paid.
And now one of these guys is gonna reset the market again, either
Yep.
T.J. Watt
Yeah,
or
and,
or
Or
and I've been
both.
said that since last season when it was time to pay CD. They waited, and I think Jefferson got paid first. And I forgot who else got paid before Lamb. And I said it. I said it right then and there. You hurry up and just pay this guy. That way you set the market. That way you low ball. The next guy's gonna, because there's always gonna be the next guy that I'm like, hey, I'm better than that fool. That fool got paid that much. I need to get paid this much. And that's probably what Micah's doing right now. Like I said, hey, I don't produce in like, hey, I might not produce in the playoffs, but I get us there. You know, compared to Miles, compared to Max. Well, who's the idiot right now that said that Max is way better than Micah?
Oh,
Um,
hold on.
um,
who was
Let me
that?
hold on. Let me see. I think I have the comment right here. Oh, right here. right here.
And I think he
This
was
was
the same
whoever this
person that
was.
said Michael's not a difference maker. But you got you got idiots like this that Max Crosby don't even help the team make the playoffs. You know, so it's and the year that they won it is all because the Chargers didn't want to kick the field goal, or I forgot they were playing. Oh no, that's when they were playing stupid and called timeout and let the Raiders call kick the field goal. So yeah, I
So
mean,
look, so if TJ, I mean, if Crosby got paid that much money and he don't make the playoffs, what do you think? What's his name is gonna make? Leste
and
Marco.
no, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying they should have paid him early, and I do think that Micah's saying the same thing. You know, regardless of what I do in the playoffs, I get our team to the playoffs, and that's all that matters. And that's where it sucks. That's why I wish they would have paid him earlier and
See,
set the market. But at the
see, but
end, you pay the guy because he's going to give you a good chance of making the playoffs. He's going to make that the because if like you guys say, if he's double teamed, there should be somebody on the other side getting free.
see that's the see now you're changing your tune.
No, no,
Yeah,
no. All
yeah.
I'm saying is no. Hold on. I said he pay him. I said pay him. I've been say pay him. All I'm asking you guys is to keep the same energy, because I'm saying y'all say that Dak doesn't worth the money because of what he produced in the playoffs. I want you guys to say the same thing about Micah, that he did not deserve the money because he does not produce in the playoffs. That's all I'm
Wait,
asking for you guys to keep the same energy.
It's because
I say pay him and keep him happy.
it's because you comparing apples to oranges. Like you comparing a quarterback to look. Dak Prescott got he's still one of the top paid quarterbacks, right? Who's the first
The
number one?
highest
he's
paid
top five.
quarterback.
He's top five.
Oh, he is the highest.
He is the highest paid
He is the
quarterback.
Oh,
highest, which is even crazier, bro. Like, how many quarterbacks would you take over Dak? And he's getting paid the most. You see, and how many edge rushers would you take over Micah? Honestly, you
over
tell me you're
over
on
Micah probably. If anything, over Micah probably like two.
probably just what's his name?
Miles Garrett, and
Yeah,
JJ Watt.
and TJ Watt.
Yeah, TJ Watt. Yeah, those two.
Honestly, yeah, because he's still a young cat. He's still a young cat. Michael Parsons is. So I
Yeah,
mean, like,
JD getting hot in here.
So okay, let me ask you this: so it's okay for Micah to be gassed out come playoff time. It's
no,
okay
it's
for
not.
not for him not to produce.
I'm not saying that. No, I'm not saying
So
that
you
at
No,
all.
want
it's not.
you want
It's
Micah
not
to be the
okay.
hold on
Yeah,
hold on. So you want Micah to be the highest paid defensive end and not produce in the playoffs? Is that's cool?
no, no. That's not what we're saying.
No, right?
Uh,
So he does not deserve the money then, right? Since you
No,
guys
see,
don't think it's cool.
but you're the one that's flip flopping back and forth. You said, yeah, pay him the money because he gets you to the playoffs. But then you're talking about the playoffs now. So which one is it? Do you want him to get you to the
No,
playoffs, or do you?
I'm saying, yeah, I've been saying that. I never said don't pay him. When did I say don't pay him?
Well, you're just talking about right now when you said, yeah, he doesn't produce in the playoffs. So we're talking about playoffs now. We're talking about
look.
so
Okay.
you could talk
Uh,
about pre-playoffs or after or during the playoffs. Which one is like you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying, bro. Like so because I don't know which I don't know. I'm trying to figure out if you're really with Michael Parsons or against. Because you're bringing up like he'll get it to the playoffs, but then you're saying, oh, I don't know if because I don't know if he's worth that money because in the playoffs he doesn't do
I
nothing.
never said I don't know if he's worth the money. I never said that. I said you pay him. I never said I don't know if he's worth the money. All I said for the last time, this is like third, fourth time I'll say. All I'm saying is, but you say you can't compare quarterback to defensive end. All I'm saying, if you're gonna be harsh on Dak and say he shouldn't be paid what he paid because of what he does in the playoffs, keep the same energy when it comes to Micah, because he's not gonna produce come playoff time. But I'm saying as a Cowboy fan, you pay Micah because he's gonna get this defense in tip top shape to be in the playoffs. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so you're
okay.
saying he is worth the money. He's worth the top. top dollar.
Yeah, I'm saying he's worth the top. I'm saying he's worth the top. But I'm asking you guys, are you guys going to keep the same energy like you guys do with Dak and say, oh, he's not worth the money because he doesn't produce playoff time? Are you guys going to keep that same energy or not?
See, that's the tough part though, because it's like I say, you comparing apples to oranges. Like this is we're talking about. You're comparing to a quarterback position,
Okay,
bro.
okay, I'm not comparing him no more. Don't compare him to Dak. So if he does not produce in the playoffs and he's the highest pace defensive end, what are you going to say at the end of the day?
I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna
Okay.
I'm gonna I'm gonna say I'm gonna say your other side of the other lineman should have if Micah's getting triple team, why didn't you the other side produce? You know like I'm
Okay.
talking about like the other edge rusher. Because I mean it's like we
That's
talked
fine.
about. It's like we talked about. He's getting triple, double, triple team. So why can't the other dude on the other side of him put in work?
And again, it's like I said, he gets double team all season. He was able to break through, but whatever. That we'll just leave it like that.
I'm just saying, dog. You can't put that much blame on a defensive lineman as opposed to a quarterback, bro. Look, quarterback is
Well, I'm
a
not blaming him for losing games. I'm not blaming. I'm not just saying. All I'm saying is that, like,
yeah. I get you. I get
I
what
just
you're
want. I
saying.
was wondering what were you gonna say if he doesn't produce in the playoffs? Because you already know all the. Maybe
Mhm.
you won't say nothing, but you know all
Uh,
the other analysts are gonna be like, "Oh,
I
he's
can't
your
hear
highest
anymore.
paid defensive. He's your highest paid defensive end, and he has 0 sacks in the playoffs."
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
I need to hear.
What are others gonna say? Maybe not you, but what are others gonna say?
I mean, yeah, I hear what you're saying, Moses. I do. I really do. Like, I mean, it's just tough. Like, it comes with like the fame with the tag of being the highest paid or the one of the best. It's always gonna come.
No.
It's always gonna be a tough talk. Like either like you produce or you don't. If you don't, well, obviously you're gonna be the talk of the town. If you do, I mean, you still be the talk of the town in a good way. Like it just comes with it, bro. Honestly, it just comes with it.
Yeah.
But all I'm saying is that earlier you were saying like, okay, oh, I guess I guess I get what you're saying now. You were saying, yeah, just keep that same energy as Dak. But I mean,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I got confused because the quarterback is a motor of like the NFL teams. Like that's all I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
Dak can
Look, I
do it.
don't look. Like I maybe you're gonna say, oh, you can still I'm comparing apples to oranges, but that goes back to how I was so harsh and you felt like I was so harsh on Otani. Otani got paid all that money and look what he did in the playoffs. So that's me judging him. So keeping that same mindset, I feel like people should judge Micah the same way and really think like, okay, is he really worth all that money? I say pay him because I want to make it to playoffs. I'm thinking as a Cowboy fan, I just want to see my team in the playoffs. But speaking as an analyst, speaking as somebody on the outside looking in, it's more like, does Micah really deserve the money? And that's something that you guys should answer, not me, because I'm saying he deserves the money. But somebody outside looking in saying, hey, well, Micah really doesn't produce in the playoffs. If you think it's because he gets double teamed and all that, then that's fine.
Come on,
You don't
bro.
think
Micah
you
deserves
still
that
think
money.
regardless he's make you
Micah
regardless you think he
deserves
deserves the money.
he deserves the
He
money.
does look. He does deserve the money, whether he was getting double team or not. I think he was a top rusher, and he does deserve the money. Obviously, I don't know if he deserves. Well, I mean, because he made the playoffs, yes. Because Miles Garrett hasn't made the playoffs in like 2 years, I believe it was, and then Max Crosby hasn't made the playoffs either, right? So
Yeah, they made the
I think
playoff
Micah
last year.
Parsons.
He
The
made
what?
the playoffs a couple years
Oh no,
ago.
no, oh my bad. You
They
said
made
Max
the
Crosby.
playoffs a couple years ago.
I thought you said
Who?
TJ Watt. My bad. No, I
No,
thought you
the
were talking
the
about TJ Watt. Yeah, my bad, my bad.
no the Browns did. The Browns made the playoffs 2 years ago, I believe it was. The
But the
the the
Raiders too. Do you see Max Crosby? You know, the Raiders made the playoffs not too long ago,
That was when
yeah, but
Carr was still around, I think.
maybe 3 4 years ago.
see, the Cowboys made the playoffs last season.
No, not last
No,
season.
the no the
The
year
year
before that
before
too,
that.
huh? The year before that.
Yeah.
That's when we beat you guys, the Niners. But either way, if they're getting paid that much, why wouldn't Micah Parsons? And why would you expect Micah Parsons to take a break? That's all. I mean, a pay cut, a pay cut. So that's all I'm
Hmm.
saying. But anyways, moving on to our last topic, real quick, since we're almost done here. The Mexico versus USA Concacaf Gold Cup final. Mexico wins 2-1. To me, the score doesn't show the domination of Mexico. I feel like Mexico dominated that game. Probably, I would say 85 to 90% of the game. USA did have that the first goal. That was their first shot on goal, and they scored it. So that brought them up, and then Raúl Jiménez ties it up, and then towards the end, well, not towards the end, towards half of the second half, what's the name? Wins it. Fucking I can never remember his name.
Oh
El,
yeah,
the midfielder. I can never fucking remember his name.
The last one that scored the goal, you said?
yeah,
Yeah,
It wasn't
El
Alexis
Este.
Vega?
no, no, it wasn't Vega. It was era el medio. What's his name? The que le habían anulado el gol the last game. They had taken the goal away from him. El what's his fucking? I can never remember his name, bro.
Fucking
Edson Alvarez. Edson
yeah,
Alvarez.
Edson.
Edson Alvarez.
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Edson Alvarez. And like I said, Mexico dominated pretty much 85 to 90% of the game. They had the most corner kicks. They had the more shots on goal, the more attempts, the mostly everything. And then I had somebody on TikTok when I made that video about it. Someone said, bro, you're excited because Mexico beat USA, like bro, in the World Cup they ain't gonna do shit." And I responded to him. I was like, "I know, bro, but we a win is a win, bro. I don't expect them to do anything in the World Cup because when they play these European teams, they're gonna get smacked. If they could
For
barely beat
sure.
USA, they could barely beat Costa Rica. All these teams.
We gotta take every win we get.
Yeah, we gotta take everyone we can get because we already know in the World Cup we ain't gonna do good, and USA probably either. Obviously USA didn't have all their squad. They had
Yeah.
their B or C team, but I mean, to me, it was a good win for Mexico. I mean, not good enough to do anything in the World Cup, but what do you? I mean, give us your thoughts. I mean,
Hey, for me, well, yeah, they dominated, but like, I mean, I don't know too much about soccer. I watch it here and there, but well, I did watch this game for, oh, not fully, but like I said in the beginning, like started like the 20 minutes or whatever. I did miss USA's goal, but what was worrying me, maybe I shouldn't have been worried, but y'all tell me where the counters. I feel like USA had a lot of counters where they could have just probably not easily scored, but like at least could have been close, and they just kind of, I don't know, it just looked like they fell off or didn't really know how to get to the net, or I don't know the right word, but I did get worried on some of the counters, like, oh shit, he's gonna be by himself. But like, man, nothing ended up happening.
Nah, I don't even. I know my brother always says that Mexico's counter defense is trash. Yeah, and it was
Mm.
maybe it was probably bad this game. Probably I don't know, but USA they were not attacking at all, bro. Yeah, they had I ain't gonna lie, they had like two or three chances to do a counter attack, but those counter attacks did not worry me at all. Honestly, USA
Mm.
was just the USA was just they just had their fort, in the back. They settled in the back, and that was the whole game. Like honestly, my brother said it. Mexico played like at least 60% of the game in USA's territory, USA's half. And honestly, this like that goal that was a shocker. Like it was, I didn't
It
even
was
see
a
the
free kick.
score.
It was a free
Yeah,
kick.
yeah, it was in the fourth minute of the game. But after that, like man, like I don't know, man. Mexico dominated easy. Score wasn't uh, vindictive of the whole, the whole fucking
The
how the
score.
game was, the whole how the game was played. Yeah, I feel like it should have been at least 3-1 easy. At least 3-1 easy, Mexico. But at the end of the day, a win is a win. They still won. And like my brother said, we're going to take every victory we can get. Because I know we ain't going to get much of them in the World Cup, straight up. Because Mexico did not demonstrate, did not show me any signs of life to beat these European teams. And that's just what it is. It's a sad story, I guess. We're going to keep on living till I don't know when. I don't know when we're going to win the World Cup, but we're not even close to getting to a semifinal at a World Cup. I'll say that.
Damn. But because I know you said it like USA was playing with like their B and C team. So this was. Do you guys think this was Mexico's like top lineup, or were
Yes,
there some
yes.
players that
Unfortunately,
were
yes.
Unfortunately, yeah,
missing?
unfortunately, yes. But like Chinto, like you said, they're you said their defense looked good,
No, I didn't
but
say they look good.
well, I mean, you
I
said
just said I
the
just said Mexico's offense was just Mexico's whole. I mean Mexico. I'm sorry, USA's team was just so far playing defensive. Like it didn't
okay,
even matter. It didn't even matter.
but see, but like when I say Mexico's counterattack defense is so bad, if USA could do that, imagine a European team, imagine a Spain, imagine
La Minya Mal.
Lamine Yamal, imagine Argentina, imagine a Brazil. What would they would destroy them in the counterattack?
Easy.
Easy, bro, easy.
That's what I'm saying. Like like you said, I'll take
Hey,
the
and
win.
assuming Mexico's being dominant and attacking and having
Yeah,
possession.
sheesh.
That's I mean, and they're not. Honestly, they're not.
They're just gonna be
Honestly, look.
sitting in the back.
Honestly, look.
Mexico,
We won this tournament. We beat, who did we beat? We beat USA obviously in the final.
Costa
Saudi Arabia,
Rica,
Costa Rica.
Saudi
We beat
Arabia.
we scraped by Dominican Republic.
Yeah,
Like dude, like I'm sorry, dog. Like I love my Mexico team, dog. Like I'll root for them all the time. But I'm sorry, but we are nowhere near a World Cup. Like
hell
honestly,
no.
nowhere
Hey,
near.
hey, but the full the 16-year-old, the youngest ever to win the championship. Obviously, he went to a Gold Cup, which is nothing impressive, winning a
It's something though. It's
it's
something
something
like
though.
like,
But
like you said.
he becomes the youngest player ever to win the championship. What's the name?
Yeah, number. I know who you're talking about. Morrillo de.
He was number 7, but he was 16 years old. The
Mhm.
next youngest player to win something was Lamine Yamal, which was at 17 years old, and then after that was Pelé.
But
So
they were
props to him. Obviously, the competition between Spain and Brazil, it's all is way different than what you do it over here in the Concacaf, like the Mexico against Honduras, El Salvador. Like it's
don't
way
disrespect
different.
those
So
teams, but that's just the way it is.
yeah, I know that's the way it is, but that's what I'm saying. Like, congrats to him though, being the youngest player, and he balled out. He did really good. I'm not gonna lie, he did really good. But imagine when he faces a European team. What is he gonna do? I mean, not much probably.
Yeah, man. I just like honestly. The way I see it is like this is not one of our better teams that we've had in the last decade or so. It's not. Oh man,
Oh shit!
JD
Fucking
better
Milo.
JD better reply to that. JD got to reply to that. ASAP. JD, what you gotta say about that?
He's gonna
Oh
bring up
hell
Pacquiao.
no,
He gonna bring up
buddy. I don't know,
Pacquiao.
boy. Oh hell no. Man, we need to end this.
I don't think Mexico got. They're not gonna do anything in the World Cup. Neither is USA probably. I
No,
mean,
no.
if USA brings their players, maybe they might do a little bit better than Mexico. But nah, I wouldn't even be
They'll.
surprised if they don't.
I honestly feel like USA's 18. They're better than Mexico's team.
Yeah, I do agree with that.
But
But
but but at the end of the day, will they beat any European team like that at the World Cup?
nah, I don't think so.
Maybe they'll get a win, but what they a semi-finalist team? No, not even close.
I don't even think they'll make the playoffs. Just like Mexico. And any North American team or South American team, like they're not gonna do anything like spectacular. You know, like make it to the playoffs or anything like that.
But I do hope they do.
Obviously Mexico, USA. I wish they would, but I mean, as of right now, no. I don't.
What does Swamp mean by that?
We have a lot of talent, but that coach be choosing trash.
Who's trash?
I
That's kind of
mean,
curious.
honestly, I don't agree with it only because
There's no.
Mexico has too many extranjeros. They don't give the chance to the Mexican players, so it's hard to find talent in Mexico. It really is hard, and as much as I hate it, I wish it wasn't like that. I wish they give the Mexicans a chance.
Y luego you got that sorry ass extranjero taking a spot right there in the bench. El Quiñones.
El Quiñones, which you don't even play Mexico no more.
That's crazy. Que no, mi
Uh,
muy. It is what it is, though.
Come on.
hey, if Juan would have seen you with that jersey right now, ooh,
I already sent him the
he,
picture, dog.
oh, you did?
He welcomed me to well, he said, welcome to the best team.
He said, siéntate sit down on my lap, te dijo.
Yeah, let's end this shit, dog.
All right, guys. Well, with that, we'll see you guys next week. Ahí está, güey. Ahí está, güey. With that, we'll see you guys next week, bro. Thank you guys for joining us. Make sure you guys like after we're done. Comment if you guys got any questions, any topics, and make sure you guys follow us, man. We appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next time, next week. Late.